Oh, oh my. Okay. Hey y'all, for those who don't know me, my name is Jymere, still at Stanford, and today we're going to do a flight attendant Q&A. So, for those who don't know, I've been a flight attendant at a major airline for about a year and a half. And I was supposed to do the a Q&A like a year ago, but I didn't cuz I was playing. So, I put out a poll on Instagram, like, like what questions do you have? And I got a lot of responses. So I decided to do it again recently and I got a couple more responses. So I'm going to answer all of those questions in this video. Um, it's going to be very informational. If you're thinking about being a flight attendant, it's going to be very helpful for you to kind of figure out if this is what you want to do because it's a lot. And if you don't know what you're doing, um, it's not going to be very rewarding, I will say. So let's get right into it. Also, before I start this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because I'm trying to get it up there. So let's start with question one. Let me pull it up on my phone. We can get right into it. All right, question one. You find any booze on your flight? Well, dang, we getting right into it, huh? Have I found any booze on my flight? Unfortunately, I have not. Um, I just haven't flown with anybody that I think is really attractive in terms of like flight attendants. And with the passengers, I'm not really focused on that. I'm focused on just doing my job. At the end of the day, like I've been flying all day. I'm tired. I'm not really looking for nobody. I'm just trying to get to my layover or trying to get home. I'm not really worried about interacting with somebody or doing all the extra stuff. Like it's just I'm just not. I'm just not. No, no, no. Um, have I like linked people on like my layovers, like met people on my layovers? Yeah, I've met people, but like it's never been nothing like, oh, we locked in, like I'm gonna come see you like every weekend or like you my boo now. It's just kind of like I see you, we go out, have fun, keep it moving, nothing too serious. I would love to find somebody on the plane because hopefully I ain't gotta work no more. So I've been waiting. People have though. Like people are like married to flight attendants. People are married to those that they found on the plane. People have sugar mamas and sugar daddies that they met on the plane. It's possible. It's definitely possible. That's what I will say. Next question is how do you do it? LMAO. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna make it. For those who don't know, I was based in New York for the first 8 months. Then I got transferred to Philly. So I live in Delaware. So I had a Airbnb in New York for 2 months, and it was very expensive, and I was very unhappy. Not because of New York, because I love New York, but when you're a new flight attendant, you don't make that much money. So a lot of my money was going to gas, tolls, and paying for those Airbnbs. So I ended up just driving from Delaware to New York every time I got called for work. Typically, the transfer doesn't take that long, but everybody was trying to come to Philly at the same time. So I was like 150 on the list. I went down to 60, went back up to 80. And then it goes by seniority. So, like, if you're lower in seniority, you're not going to get transferred for a while. And that's what happened in my case because I was a new hire. So I didn't really get much say about how long I was going to be in New York. I love New York. I love the flying. My seniority was going up in terms of like being in that base, but the transfer list is a whole nother ball game. So it took me a while for sure. Next question. Have you been scared or nervous flying with the recent airplane accidents? Yes. The first like 2 to 3 weeks after the DCA incident, I was very nervous. And I think that was because it was kind of like close to home, I guess. And I was very like nervous about going back to work. I didn't know what was going on. Um, but I just stay prayed up. Honestly, like I pray before every flight takes off. Because I know God got me. And if God got me, we good. Okay, we are good. Next question is it true you can't have any tattoos and have a strict uniform policy? Yes, it's very true. The only airline that allows tattoos now, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, is Southwest, and they just started allowing that. Um, at my major airline, you cannot have any visible tattoos, or they need to be covered up with makeup. And if a manager catches you, they will write you up. Yes, they do not play about them tattoos. Um, I saw a flight attendant from Southwest. She was wearing a skirt and like a short sleeve shirt, and she had all her tattoos showing. And it, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't the most flattering. So I can kind of understand, and I would say that they need to make a allowance, maybe like showing like one or two tattoos. But then it just gets to be very confusing. There's a gray area there about like how big is the tattoo? What does the tattoo say? What does the tattoo stand for? It's just a lot. So I mean, I definitely do understand why that is a rule and regulation, but they need to find a way to maybe be a little bit more lax about it. And again, I'm not really sure how, because you know, people take advantage, and if there's a gray area, people will abuse the gray area. Absolutely. And also with the uniform policy, yeah, they don't play. Like you have to have on black dress shoes, black socks. Um, the girls be getting away with like the length of the skirts a little bit, especially like the Miami-based flight attendants. But like you have to have like your skirt and your dress a certain length. Like they do not play about that. They don't. Even when I was going through training, we have like an image team. They'll make sure like, no, that's too tight on you. You need to go up. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. So like we have like a whole image team. So the uniform and tattoos are really a huge thing. The next question is, how often can you book a shift in a month? Is it true during delays or layovers, FAs don't get money? We don't really get we don't get paid for delays. No, we don't. We don't get paid for delays. Mm-mm. We do get paid for layovers, but it's like per diem. So with my airline, we get like $2.50 like an hour. So if I have a 24-hour layover, I made around like $50 for that trip. Not working or like not flying, just being on a layover. So it adds up throughout the month. It does. How often can you book a shift in a month? Um, I mean, you could. You're you're only going to be scheduled around 75 to like 85 hours. You can choose to pick up shifts if you're legal for them. Um, well, I know some people work 40 hours, some people work 120 hours. It just kind of depends on like your schedule and how many trips you want to pick up. And if you're legal or allowed to pick them up, because you have to have a certain amount of rest before you can pick up another trip. And then if you're on reserve, which means you're on call, you have a set schedule. So say if I work 3 days, but I only get called two, then I'm off 4 days. I can find a trip to pick up for those 4 days. Um, if there's a trip available. If there's not, then you kind of can't. So it really just depends on like the month and what trips are available. It's very confusing. Honestly, it is. Next question is, what has been your biggest obstacle on this journey and have you overcame it? My biggest obstacle, I would say, is learning how to budget my money, having a routine, because this job, the schedule is all over the place. So it's very hard for me to have a routine. Like I don't like wake up, take a shower, breakfast, gym, work, come on, do like I don't. It's very hard for me to do that. So have I overcame that? No, I have not. I'm still trying to work on budgeting my money, and I'm still working on coming up with a routine. Because what people don't know is that for the 30th of so we can pay the 30th and 15th of every month. The 30th you get like a set rate that they give you every month. The 30th is when you get like all the extra money from like the per diem, the sit time. We just started getting boarding pay, so now we get paid for boarding pay. All that is on the 30th check. So I mean the 15th check. So the 30th check is like very light. compared to the 30th check. So for instance, my 30th check could be $1,000. My 15th check could be like $1,800 to $2,000. So there's a huge discrepancy or like difference between the 30th and the 15th pay. So the budgeting. It's all about the budgeting. Next question is, what is your clock-in process like? Um Basically we have to sign in an hour before departure. Um and we sign in on our phones. Um they will not allow you to sign in if you're not at the airport. They will say you're zero point 0.2 miles away. Um so you have to like sign in when you're at the airport. So if you're parking your car in the employee lot, that doesn't count. You have to be at the airport when you sign in. Do y'all get automatic pre-check? No, we don't. But I kind of just like, I just kind of go through it. Like if you have your employee badge on, you're fine. Like they're not going to make a big fuss about if you have pre-check or not. Because like, how would they really know? I mean, I'm pretty sure they would know, but like, they don't care. Honestly, TSA be chilling for the most part. Um, I haven't had like any issues with them. What are the hours and schedule like? This question is a hard one because it varies. Again, I could work 40 hours, 120 hours. I could work on the weekends. I could work every day. I could work up to 6 days. So like with my airline, you could work up to 6 days. Um, so they could work you all 6 days, off a day, work another six. It just depends on like what you get and how you want your schedule to look like. Honestly, that's the one thing I do like about this job. It's very flexible in terms of like what days you can work, if you want to call out, if you want to trade, if you want to switch. Um, that's a whole nother thing though. Yeah. Next question is, how do you handle being in confined spaces for most of your working time? I'll be chilling. I mean, after I do like my service or whatever, reading the book, um, watching a movie, talking to other flight attendants, talking to pilots, talking to passengers. I mean, it's really not that bad. I just be chilling. Next question is, how do you have how do you have to be a flight attendant? It's my dream to become one. How do you? Okay, I'm guessing you're asking the process. So I applied. I did my. So okay. So I applied. Then I got an email saying that, hey, we want you to do the virtual interview. Did the virtual interview. It was like one question and you just introduce yourself. And then they were like, we'll reach back out to you. So I ended up getting reached back out to. Then we had our face to face interview, where they fly you out to wherever your airline is headquartered at. So I flew there. I was like one of the first people there because they flew us out so early. I don't know why. But I was one of the first people there with like three other people. So we were just kind of there for like hours. Um, then we finally did the interview. It was intense, but not like crazy intense. Like I was definitely nervous, but like I'm a very confident person, so I was like, okay, like I'm I'ma kill it. And that's what I did. And then after that, they gave me my CJO, and then I had to do my background check and my drug test. Then they shipped me back to Philly. And then I got an email saying like, "Hey, training is coming up," but that was like months later. So I prepared for training. And training it was 6 weeks unpaid. So I had to really save my money and things like that prior to going to training because if I wasn't going to get paid from training and I quit my job, I still had to pay my car note, car insurance, credit cards. Thankfully, like my family was very supportive, so it was helpful, but it is rough. Like, especially like if you don't have any money saved, it is rough. Like they gave us food and lodging. But if you want like anything extra, they don't give you that. You gotta have your own money. So if you want to go with the flight attendants on like the weekends or days you're off, or if you want to go to like a restaurant with them, you gotta have that bread. So definitely take that into consideration before you become a flight attendant or even decide to go through training. Next question is, what has been the hardest part of adjustment in the big city, which your base? So I guess you're talking about when I was in New York, the hardest part about adjusting. Um, just knowing when to leave for the airport. I think so. Like I had my car, so I didn't have to use like public transportation in New York, which was very nice. Um, but also at that time I was so broke, so I couldn't really enjoy New York. So that was very like it was a very sad, depressing time, and I'm not even the type to like be depressed. But it was just really bad. I really thought I was going to quit. Um, and it's being away from my family, being away from like everything I know, that comfortability. Thankfully I live kind of close, so I was able to, drive home on my days off, or when I knew I wasn't going to get called, because I'm still technically in base. So when you were in New York, you had to be like 3 hours to the airport. Thankfully, I was like 2.5, so I was able to be home. So that was nice. And then also, the first day that I started was Thanksgiving Day, and people don't call out during Thanksgiving, so I was literally in New York, like sad and depressed. Thankfully, all the other flight attendants didn't get called either, so we ended up going out. But I was very like, I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it at all. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Next question is, why you being corny with the buddy passes? You racist? Oh my god. I'm not giving you a buddy pass. I mean, you could have one, but like people don't okay, this is what people don't understand about buddy passes is that you still have to pay for the taxes and the fees. You're still gonna have to pay $100+. Like it's not like a free flight. You have to pay the taxes and the fees, and those things add up. My brother went from Norfolk to Philly, Philly to Norfolk. That trip was $110. My frat bro went from Atlanta to Philly. One way was $70. Like you still have to pay. It's not just like a free trip. You know what I'm saying? So, and then imagine if you want a buddy pass to go internationally. You are spending bread. Just go ahead and get a regular ticket at that point. I'm gonna keep it back with you. How many sneaky links you fit in a week? I'm screaming. I don't have any sneaky links. I'm very like boring when it comes to like dating and like interacting with people. I'm very scary. Like I can make friends all day, but when it comes to dating and like sneaky links and relationships and getting to know people, I don't know what it is. It's just not my thing. I don't know. No, what I would love to have sneaky links, like one in Miami, one in Charlotte, one in Raleigh, Durham, one in Phoenix, because I'm always in Phoenix, one in Dallas. I would love that, but that's just not my life. That's just not my ministry. I don't know why. I don't know why. If you're watching this and you want to be a part of the roster, though, please let me know. Applications are due soon. Next question. There were more questions. At least I think it was. Next question is, you gonna join the Mile High Club? I can put you in the Mile High Club. What's up? Let's take a trip. So the person that asked me this question, if it's with you, we could make something shake, but not when I'm on the clock. But we could get into some things. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Next question is, how much for buddy passes? I'm not giving them away. They're not for sale. Sorry. My airline would only get 16 buddy passes a year, 16 one ways, 8 round trips. So I save them for, people who really, really need them, i.e., my friends and family, um, and close friends at that. So, yeah, yeah. hmm Sorry to break it to you. Like, I'm so sorry to break it to you, but that's just the reality of my life. And I want to go back to how to become a flight attendant, and I want to talk about the training really quickly, just a little bit about it. Um, so when I got to training, Philly wasn't an option. So I called mom. I was like, "Mom, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Philly's not an option, and I didn't sign up to really move anywhere." Now they ask you like, are you willing to move? And of course I said yes, but I didn't really mean it. I didn't really mean it. Um, so yeah, but so I ended up just going to New York. So that isn't a thing. Just because you want to go to Phoenix, you may get shipped to Boston, and you either are going to go to Boston or you have to quit. There's really no in between. They tell you where you are going, and you have to go. So that was hard for a lot of people because they did not think that they were going to be moving across the freaking continent or nation or country. They did not think that. So it was a huge adjustment. And then you have like 3 weeks, 4 weeks to find a place to live while you're still going through training. So like it's like stress on top of stress on top of stress. Um and then during training you have to do exams. If you get a 90 or less more than 2 times, you are out the door. They don't play. They don't play. And this is just for my airline. I don't know how other airlines worked in terms of like their tests and getting sent home for training, but if you fail 3, you get the boot. And if you don't do drills properly, I think you get like 2 or 3 tries to get a drill correct, and then they will also send you home. So it's very intense, but it's very doable. Very intense, but very doable. And the last question that I have is what's in your black flight attendant bag? Ooh, let me show you. This is a good one. Okay, so ooh, wow. So this is my black flight attendant bag. It's a Travel Pro. Now, not everybody uses this bag. I do because it was a part of the uniform. People would have like book bags and other black totes and things like that for depending on like like how long their trips are. Like if it's a 1 day trip, you don't really need this if you don't want it. Um, I just keep it because they give it to me. But what's in my bag? Let's see. In this compartment in the front, I have my passport. Um, a bag tag just in case I want to switch it out. Then I have this with like all of my cords and stuff in there. Um, a portable charger that I always keep in there. An extra block. What else I got here? Some headphones. A hand sanitizer wipe just in case. Like just like little things like that I may need. Some mints because you're not supposed to chew gum. So I try not to do that. My little mini chapstick, my little Burt's Bees. Love that. Let me put some on right now. Yup. So that's in that. Then I have some pins that they give us. We have like various types of pins, depending on like how you're feeling. Um, yeah. Then I have keys to go to some of our crew rooms in like different airports. So I like to keep these so I can actually get into the rooms. And that's that compartment. Then I have another compartment, which is like the big one. I have some face wipes that a passenger gave everybody. So that was really, really nice. I have Listerine, body wash. Now this could go into like my big bag, but um I don't want it to. And also like when I do like 1 day trips, just in case we get like stuck, I like to at least have something. Like at least like um just like my necessities. A toothbrush because I forgot mine 1 day. So they gave me two. So I have an extra toothbrush just in case. Um I have like my little toiletry bag. It has my mini SPF from Belief. What's this? Water sleeping mask from Laneige. Some cream toner from Laneige. Then I have some moisturizing cream from Belief. My friend got me this for Christmas 2 years ago, so I just keep it because it's nice to have like travel size stuff. And then I have my do rag and my leave-in conditioner. This is it. And then I have a little pouch. So this is from when I flew business class to Lisbon for my birthday, and they give you like a little pouch. So I just put stuff in there. So I have my little SPF. I have a face mask that they gave me. And then I have, oh my god. Okay, I can explain. I can explain why I have these, y'all. I swear I can explain. I just decided to keep them in my bag. Um, I can explain, y'all. I can explain. So I had a brand deal with Trojan. So I did a video during my layover, and I just decided to keep them in my bag because like somebody may need them. So I just decided to keep them in my bag. You know, like you just never know. You just never know. Um, yeah. And then I have some mini colognes just in case I want to switch it up. And that's what I have in there. Yeah. So yeah. Fight it to their friends. If you need any condoms, I got you. Um, we're just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Okay. Then in the next compartment on the side, what do I have in here? Honestly, I just be throwing stuff in there sometimes, and I don't even know. Like bottles of lotion, pins. You got as a flight attendant, you need to keep pins, especially if you're position one, because you will be writing a lot. And then we had the back compartment, and I have a lot of here. I have this book that I've been trying to finish for forever, and I have not succeeded. But it's called Who They Was by Gabriel Cruz. It's a really good book. I just can't read on the plane. I need to work on it. I really am. Then I have my brush, my pick, this thing that I put my phone on. You can put it on like a mirror, so I can do like my videos. If I want to do like a skincare video or like a get ready with me video, I can just pop it right on there. I have an adapter if I go like abroad. Like this is like a necessity. Oh wait, hold on, I can't. Oh, I gotta put this back. I cannot be missing any parts of this. And then I have my vest just in case I want to switch out if it gets like hot. On the plane, I can switch out. I have some Clorox wipes, some wet ones, just because like, you never know. You never know. Floss, some Advil. I get headaches a lot on a plane. I don't know what that's about. And then some Mucinex sore throat thingies. I had these when I was sick, and I just kind of kept them in there just because, like, you just never know. You just never know. And then what's this? Oh, some razors. I think I got this because I wanted to clean up my face, but I never did. So I just leave them in there. We got some hand sanitizer and my little bag of jewelry, just in case I want to go on like a layover and I want to like throw in some jewelry or something. I just keep a little bag of like necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that. So like here's one. It's kind of all tangled up. I need to do a better job at that. But yeah, so that's in that compartment. And then we have one more compartment which is in like the back. So a compartment in the back right here. And I have so much stuff in here. I need to really clean it, honestly. A filer that has like makeup on it. We're not even gonna talk about why I have the makeup. Bath and Body Works hand cream a passenger gave us, which was so nice. A lanyard, flashlight. A flight attendant should always have a flashlight just in case. Like you just never know. Some lotion from a hotel. Can't remember what hotel we stayed in. Coffee. Tea bags, like just random stuff in here. Touchland hand sanitizer. I love this hand sanitizer. Touchland, I love you. Mwah. Zyrtec, just in case, because my allergies have been acting up really bad lately. And some dew wipes. I love these dew wipes these are perfect for like traveling. Grab 2 each trip. You just never know. Especially during like the long days where you like are on the plane all day. You just don't know. And then I think this is chapstick. I was looking for this ring too. This ring. Some batteries. Some Burt's Bees hand salve. As you can see, I love me some Burt's Bees. And I think that's it. Oh, some more lip balm. I stayed with some lip balm. I really do. I should put some on now. Wait. That's good. And oh my god, another lip balm. As you can see, I make sure the lips stay moisturized. So that's all that's in my flight attendant bag. It's a lot. I really should probably get it together, clean it out, take away things I don't really need anymore, kind of clean it up, get some order. But when you're on the go like that, you just kind of just like you don't have time to be doing all the extra. So thank you for watching this video. Again, make sure you subscribe. I really hope this helps. If you have any other questions, please put them in the comments below. I want to make a part 2 and maybe even a part 3 in the future. So please let me know what you guys liked and did not like about this video. And yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. And make sure you share this video with your friends if they are considering being a flight attendant. And maybe I can go like more into like the whole training process and like a little bit more deeper into it. I would love to do that for you guys. So just let me know what you think. And we'll keep it moving from there. All right, see y'all later. Bye.